Hello, I'm D from Decants with D. Welcome to the next edition of the Wine Minute. In the Wine Minute, we are discussing for 1 minute a wine, a feature, technique, or a device related to wine, or some great new wine insights. Today, I want to talk about decanting for 1 minute. So, in order to decant, you need a large vessel. The wine needs to breathe. As you open up the bottle and you hold it on a 90-degree angle, the bottle needs to be almost parallel to the ground. You don't want to overextend it because there's settlement potentially in the bottle, particularly in older wines. So which wines to decant, which wines should not be decanted? General rule of thumb is all red wines benefit generally from decanting. That doesn't mean you don't need to decant white wine. Typically I don't do it, but there are some full-bodied white wines, particularly French Chardonnay, that are very expensive and have very sophisticated secondary and tertiary flavors. I do decant most red wines. The one that I wouldn't decant is a Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir typically doesn't have a lot of tannins, therefore doesn't need decanting. And that's really the rule of thumb. It's less so whether wine is older or newer. Both wines, old and new, benefit from decanting for different reasons. It's much more about the tannin structure in the wine. So a Pinot Noir, we said, doesn't necessarily need to be decanted. Neither does a Cabernet from Chile, or a Grenache from France or Spain, or a Lambrusco or a Malbec from Argentina. The wines that are a little bit on the edge and could benefit from decanting is the world famous Cabernet Sauvignon. Merlot is also on the bubble. And then you go into the more tannins-rich wines. Sangiovese wines, all the Chiantis, all the Brunello di Montalcinos should be decanted. Sangiovese typically has a strong tannin structures. So do Shiraz from Australia, the Tempranillo from Spain, and then clearly the Nebbiolo from the Piedmont region, Italy, biting tannins. Whether it's a Barolo or Barbaresco, they need to be decanted. Typically, it already helps if you're just pouring a bottle of wine into the decanter. That interaction with the oxygen during the pouring process and once the wine is in the decanter is already first good step. But some wines, like a Barolo or like a Brunello di Montalcino, really should be decanted for at least an hour, maybe even 2, prior to consuming. Those are my pieces of advice on decanting.